Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're tuning in to this. Welcome into Sports with Balls. I am your host, as always, Jeffrey Todd Michael. That's right. Welcome into Sports with Balls, guys. Happy Hump Day. Man, what a day it is, too. It's a good day today. I'm having a blast. The weather's phenomenal. It's just a good day, man. It's been a good week so far. Not a good week for some fantasy football owners. Just got some bad news about a star wide receiver. There's other injury news that we'll get into here in a minute. But, yeah, man, NFL, full force with injuries this year. My goodness. Russell Wilson news? Watch out, Pittsburgh. We'll get into that here in a little bit as well. We're going to go over the games coming up this weekend. NFL and college football. There's some going on, obviously. We're going to touch on some MLB stuff. The Yankees up 2-0. So we'll get into that. But first, as always, today is October the 16th, National Feral Cat Day. All right. What else we got? World Food Day. Gotta love that, man. Dictionary Day, whatever that is. All right. What else we got? Global Cat Day, same as feral cat, I guess. Hagfish. Hagfish Day. National Brawl Day. That's on the strong women fighting breast cancer and help them make informed decision. National Bosses Day. That's up to you guys if y'all want to celebrate that. National Department Store Day. Fossil Day. Liquor Day or Liquor Day. Wow. All right. National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day. They live in Florida. Can't do that. Chamber of Commerce Day, Unity Day, Veterans Barbecue Day, World Spine Day. Spine's a big thing when you get older, so there you go. And Allergy Awareness Day. So there you go. There's your national holidays. I don't see any huge birthdays today. Yeah, nothing that jumps out. Manute Bol, the late great. Well, is Manute still alive? I say the late great. I was thinking of what's his name, passed away from the Rockets not too long ago. Naomi Osaka's birthday as well. So there you go, man. On this October the 16th, welcome into Sports with Balls. Those of y'all that are tuning in live, leave me a question, leave a comment. I will get to it as soon as I can. Those of y'all tuning in podcast-wise, thank you very much. Of course, the live version will be up podcast directly after the show. All right, just got some news in right before I started the show. Saints wide receiver Rashid Shaheed is getting surgery on his knee, meniscus surgery. I'm assuming he's out for the year. What happened to the New Orleans Saints? Like, wow. I mean, injury after injury after injury. They started off, just dominating the first two games, and now the Saints are down and out. Huge news, obviously, this week. Davante Adams going to the New York Jets. He is going to play on Sunday versus Steelers, and that's a huge game for two reasons now. We're hearing that Russell Wilson could start for the series, but let's start with this Davante Adams news. I'm not as high up as I was, I'm not as high up as everybody else is, and here's the reason why. What did they accomplish in Green Bay? They had I get it. This Jets team may have a bigger or better defense, but look, Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers have been doing this for a long time. They've never reached the Super Bowl. They've never won a Super Bowl. Yes, on paper, the New York Jets look fantastic. They look like they're going to dominate, but they're 2-4. And this all falls on they just fired their head coach. This is a drama-filled team. They should have Netflix following them. This team there's so much going on here that I don't know how you could focus on football. Aaron Rodgers is the biggest diva we've seen in a very, very long time in the NFL, if not the biggest ever. So you've got to overcome that, first of all. Now you got to feed everybody. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. You've got all kinds of people in this offense that can get the ball. They're 2-4. Here's the people that they played, right? Here's the team. 49ers lost 32-19 first game. They beat the Titans. Way to go. They're terrible. They beat the Patriots. Way to go. Another one of the worst teams in the NFL. Then they lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Vikings, good team. Bills, good team. And now they face a Steelers team that's really good and has their own sort of turmoil going on. Davante Adams is expected to play this week. Will he get some looks? For sure. Aaron's going to throw it his way. Definitely. I just don't know how this automatically makes them Super Bowl contenders with no head coach or a replacement head coach because they just fired one. Talk about a guy that got screwed over. He gets fired a week later. They pick up Davante Adams. Awkward. There's so much going on in this New York Jets team. How you focus on football, I have no idea. The line this weekend, let's check out the line on this game this weekend. It is Jets -2.5 in Pittsburgh. Give me the Steelers money line all day long. There's no way that he's going to make that big of an impact that quick. And here's the thing with this Jets team with Davante Adams. This is a must-win game in Pittsburgh, 7:20 Sunday night. If you fall to 2-5, you are in deep shit. You're in bad trouble. And I don't like it. Is this? Are you going to extend Aaron Rodgers? He's about to turn 42 years old here pretty soon. Are you extending Aaron Rodgers? Is this a next year thing? Look, I appreciate the all-in thing from the owners of the Jets. I do. But you're 2-4. Are you like? Is Aaron Rodgers playing for the New York Jets next year? Is that what's going on? If you're a Jet fan, are you a fan of Rodgers playing for the Jets another year? Because this year he's got 9 TDs and 5 picks. That's not that great, folks. That's not great at all. I don't know what, like, Davante Adams just wanted to come play with Aaron, I guess. If I'm Davante Adams, why in the hell did I not go to the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, a Super Bowl contender? Hell, the Washington Commanders would have been a great spot. You chose to go to the 2-4 New York Jets with no head coach or a temporary head coach because they just fired their other one and a drama-filled quarterback. Folks, I don't see this working out as well as everybody else does. He's a great wide receiver. Man, go back to Green Bay with Jordan Love. You picked the 2-4 New York Jets with a temporary head coach. All right. We'll see. They're favored against the Steelers in Pittsburgh. Speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, wow. Mike Tomlin, mad respect. First off, mad respect for Pittsburgh and Mike Tomlin. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw 4-2 Pittsburgh. And now looking to do a quarterback change. I didn't know that Russell Wilson was not that unhealthy. I don't think anybody else did. I will tell you this. The Steelers have had a fairly easy schedule. Denver, Chargers, Colts, Raiders. Those aren't like baller teams. They lost to Dallas 2017, which they should have won that game. And they lost to the Colts, who are a terrible football team. Russell Wilson makes this team better, I think. If you don't look, I was against Russell Wilson last year. I thought that he would have been benched within 8 games of last year. It was such turmoil over there with Sean Payton and Broncos land. And he turned it on. He really did. At the second half of the season, Russell Wilson was fantastic last year. If Russell Wilson can be that guy for the Steelers, you're going to have a hell of a football team. Right now, they're aiming above. Obviously, they're going to be above 500. Playoff team. If Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson-esque, even 80% of old school Russell, the Steelers are going to be really good. They're getting healthy. I like the Steelers in this game. I do. There's just too much turmoil going on. The New York Jets are run by Aaron Rodgers. We've all seen that. We know what's going on. And Aaron Rodgers is going to get frustrated, and we see when he gets frustrated what happens. I like Pittsburgh. I know a lot of people are on the Justin Fields wagon, if you will, because he's not played bad. It's not like he's played fantastic, but he's got them to 4-2. But if Russell Wilson is healthy, you play Russell Wilson. He's a better quarterback than Justin Fields. He is. I just, man, I don't see why you don't. And I understand Steeler fan if they want to stick with Justin Fields, but man, if Russell's healthy and he's somewhat or even near old school Russell, the Pittsburgh Steelers are a really, really good football team. All right, let's go over to the other games. Broncos at the Saints. We talked about Rashid Shaheed out probably the rest of the year. Right now it's Denver -2.5. Bo Nix, five touchdowns, 5 picks on the season. This is tomorrow night's game. Denver -2.5. Wow. Maybe Denver found a stride. They're 3-3. Bo Nix maybe turning around. I don't know. Stay tuned. I may have another show tomorrow. I may go over that one. Patriots at the Jaguars. This is the 8:30 a.m. game in London, guys. The 1-5 Patriots and the 1-5 Jaguars will they'll have tea in London. 8:30 a.m. our time. I feel bad for you guys. Listen, if you're paying attention to this show across the pond, I'm sorry. This is not the product that we like to see constantly in the NFL. The Patriots and Jaguars are both terrible football teams, both looking for an identity. Good luck. I hope you guys have fun over there. But this is not a. I'm sorry. On behalf of the NFL and America, I am sorry, London, that y'all are having to watch this game. The 1-5 Patriots and the 1-5 Jags. Right now, the line is at Jaguars -5.5. Give me the Patriots plus 5.5 for sure. I don't trust the Jags at all. I wonder if there'll be booing in that game. I don't think we've seen. Are there enough Jaguar fans in London that will be upset with the product on the field? I would be interested to see if they start like booing in Wembley Stadium on Sunday morning. If the play is that bad, or are they just, like happy that football's there? I don't know. But in America, both these teams are being booed in both their stadiums. Seahawks at the Falcons. I like this game a lot, man. This is a good football game. Atlanta, Robinson's been playing awesome. He got good news today. I think Atlanta -3 is the play. It's the NFL, though, so you never know. But I would take Atlanta minus the 3 points. Tennessee Titans at the Buffalo Bills. The line is -9. I expect this line to skyrocket. Tennessee Titans are completely in a rebuild and we see what Derrick Henry's doing in Baltimore, and the Titans, they're on sell mode. Hopkins may be moved. It is a rebuild tenure for the Tennessee Titans. I don't know when they're going to get good. I have no idea what their long-term goal is here. They just don't look good. And the Bills, if they can get healthy, the Bills are a great team. Right now, they're a good team. They lost to the Texans, and they're still banged up, but we'll see. Josh Allen, incredible. He's got 1,160 yards, 10 touchdowns, 0 picks for Josh Allen. Bengals at the Browns, probably my favorite game of the week. Joe Burrow is an MVP candidate right now. I said this last week on the show. He's almost 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, and only 2 picks, and his team is 2-4. I do believe, though, the Bengals are turning it around. Kareem Hunt Nick Chubb was greenlit this week. It looks like he may be returning this weekend. It doesn't matter, folks. I'm sorry, Browns Nation. Y'all got rid of Amari Cooper this week. This is a disaster. I saw a stat today on the Cleveland Browns where they haven't scored 20 points in a game it's something like 20 some odd games. It's like an NFL record. And the Deshaun Watson hasn't thrown a 300-yard game since the year 2000 since 2020. Now, granted, he was off a year, but and hurt. The Browns are browning. I don't know how else to put it. This is a terrible football team with a quarterback that is more than mentally unstable. He has no business running a football team. I get it. They paid him a lot of money. They're letting this play out as much as they can. But Deshaun Watson is not an NFL quarterback anymore, and I am very sorry, Browns fan. It is a bad product that's being put out on that field. Y'all just got rid of Amari Cooper. This is obviously a see you later season for the Cleveland Browns. And honestly, there's way too many of these teams this year in the NFL. There's teams that are, the Titans, the Browns, the Patriots, the Jags. Go down the list of one-win teams or even just two-win teams. It's sad. The competitiveness in the NFL is just, it's terrible. Panthers, Rams, they're all one-win teams. It's ridiculous. No wonder the bookies and Vegas is getting killed. There was a guy that hit a 12-leg parlay, I think, this past weekend just on the favorites. All of them hit. It was one of the worst weekends in Vegas there was. All the favorites covered. Unbelievable. Bengals -6. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. Looks like Texans and Packers. Got a lot of people from Houston going to this game. This is interesting. Green Bay -2.5. One of the more fun games to pay attention to this weekend. I really like the Packers in this game. And I'm sorry, Texas fan. I know you're going to jump on me for this, but I'm not a believer. I know the Texans are 5-1. They've got some ugly, ugly wins. They've got ugly losses. Their one loss to Minnesota was really the only healthy and good team they've played. But this is a test. This is a test for the Texans. We're going to see exactly what happens, but huge fan of the Packers in this game. I'm not sure how well Houston travels. It's supposed to be rainy and 56 degrees. Give me Green Bay. Give me Green Bay. Dolphins at the Colts. Should be a fun game. I haven't heard any news on Tua Tagovailoa. I do think Anthony Richardson is going to start this game. Joe Flacco has played phenomenal. He's had 7 touchdowns and 1 interception. So we'll see. That game, I would wait to put any bets in as of now. Yeah, just wait. I don't know which way to lean on that. Indianapolis, the Dolphins were supposed to be really good. Their offense is high-flying. They're coming off a bye week. I just wish they had Tua. Lions and Vikings, game of the week right here. Obviously, Lions coming off an incredible, heartbreaking loss to their team. Aiden Hutchinson broke his fibula in half. We all pray for a full recovery. One of the great young stars in the NFL, and a terrible, terrible injury. And then the story of the year is the Minnesota Vikings. Unfreaking believable what the Vikings are doing. They are 5-0 with wins over the Jets, the Packers, the Texans, 49ers, and the Giants. Way to go. Like, the Minnesota Vikings are on fire. We all thought their season was over at the beginning. They didn't have Kirk Cousins. And then, boom, look what's happening. The line on that game is Minnesota -2.5. I'm not touching that game. I just want to see a great game. Jared Goff having a decent season. Really has turned around in the last couple of weeks, so we'll see how that goes. Eagles at the Giants. Fun football game here. These are two teams that hate each other. We're looking for Malik Neighbors to come out of concussion protocol on this game. He's past stage 2, which is a good sign. If he plays, I do like the Giants at home plus the 3. Giants are sneaky, man. And the Eagles just can't put it all together. Having issues over there, as always. Raiders at the Rams. Raiders are on sell mode. This is a terrible football game. I'm not touching this. It's Rams -7. If Kupp is healthy and plays, which I believe that he is, I kind of like the Rams on this game. The Raiders, they're tanking. We see that. Panthers at the Commanders. Right now, Washington -8. Jaden Daniels have an MVP season. Guy is awesome. Start him in your fantasy and take Washington minus the 8 points. I don't see the Panthers winning another game this season. Chiefs at 49ers, 325 in Santa Clara. This will be a fun game. You know what's amazing, though? The 49ers are favored to beat the Chiefs with no Christian McCaffrey. What? Give me the Chiefs money line all day long. And it's not that I don't like the 49ers. It's that like the Chiefs are 5-0, 2-0 on the road, obviously. I don't see where you guys put in like Brock Purdy above Pat Mahomes. And I'm pretty sure Tom Brady will be on that call. It's on Fox. And then, of course, the Jets-Steelers game Sunday night, which we already went over. All right, that's your NFL roundup for this Wednesday, brought to you by Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Get over to Christian's Tailgate. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Place is absolutely unbelievable. There's so many things going on. There's 4 or 5 Houston area locations. So there's one close to you, award-winning food, over 40 TVs in every location. The place is just awesome to watch sports. They got goat yoga on Saturday mornings at some places. They have a Bills Mafia bar. On college game day, they have different locations, have different colleges that they represent. Just an awesome venue, man. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. And my boy Wes Butler over at Butler CCS Incorporated. Fire, water, mold, roofing, construction, you name it. Visit Wes Butler CCS INC on all your social media outlets. Get in touch with him for all your needs. All right, what else are we getting into today? Let's go down this MLB stuff. There's 4 teams left, right? Dodgers and Mets, the Yankees and the Guardians. Yankees lead the series 2-0. Aaron Judge got his first home run of the postseason. Been very quiet. Good luck, Guardians. This is the absolute best thing that could happen for Major League Baseball is happening. You've got the Mets and the Dodgers breaking TV records for audience. And you have the Guardians playing the Yankees, and of course they want the Yankees to win this because it doesn't matter. So your setup for MLB is going to be a subway series between the Yankees and Mets, or the Yankees and the Dodgers, the 2 hottest people on the planet, and Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani facing off. I mean, baseball has got it right. And as long as the Yankees pull through, it doesn't matter who wins the other series. Give me the Dodgers or the Mets. You got a subway series, or you got LA versus New York. I'm down with either one. Baseball has absolutely killed it, and they're going to have an incredible World Series. It will shatter records if it's LA and New York. I'm sure if it's New York, it'll do just fine, obviously. But LA, New York World Series would be phenomenal. Just as a fan of baseball. Am I going to watch them all? Probably not, but I will keep up with it. Just good stuff. What is it? Tonight, Dodgers at the Mets. Walker Buehler taking on Luis Severino. Walker Buehler got touched up last time he was out. Luis Severino, he's 1-0 with a 4.5 in the playoffs. Let's see. Series tied at 1-1. This is in New York. That's going to be a wild game. Give me the Mets. It's Mets minus 105. That's going to be a fun game to watch. Let's just hope that series goes 7. I'm not – sorry, Cleveland fan. Sorry, Guardian fan. Still wish it was the Indians. But I'm not a fan of that series. The Yankees are up 2-0. They play Thursday, I believe, in Cleveland. Yes, it'll be raucous and it'll be fun there. But I believe the Yankees may sweep or get a gentleman sweep 4-1. We'll see. But that Dodgers-Mets series, let that go 7, and then let the Yankees and whoever they play go 7 as well. I'm down for that. All right, let's move on to NCAA football. The University of Texas, man. Wow. What a game they're about to have. This weekend, just like last weekend, is awesome. awesome college football. Oregon at Purdue kicks it off on Friday night. This is the top 25, by the way. Oregon minus 27.5. I'll take that all day long. That'll move up to 30. Oklahoma State and BYU. BYU is minus 9.5 in that game. BYU ranked 13th and having an incredible season, man. Miami at Louisville. That will be a fun game. Over-unders at 61.5. This is Saturday morning. Virginia, Clemson, Nebraska, Indiana, Auburn, Missouri, East Carolina, Army. Army, 6-0, by the way, and 23rd in the nation. Good job, Army. And here we go. Number 7, Alabama at number 11, Tennessee in Knoxville. This is the where you want to be on Saturday, or just where you want to be this weekend. Whoa. You want to be in Knoxville, or do you want to be in Austin? Because this game in Knoxville will be amazing. Alabama at Tennessee, SEC showdown. Tennessee 5-1, Alabama 5-1, number 7 versus number 11. Just an incredible football game. Right now, Alabama -3. Alabama has had some bad showings. Give me Tennessee plus the 3. Notre Dame, 12th in the nation at Georgia Tech. Michigan 24 with their season on the line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Michigan cannot afford to lose again. They are ranked 24th right now on the outside looking in at 4-2. If they lose to the 5-1 Illini, they're in trouble. That's it. It's over. And Illinois is ranked 22nd in the nation. That game is in Illinois. Good luck, Michigan. Navy, 5-0. What an incredible year we're having where the Army and the Navy teams are both in the top 25 and both undefeated. Give me that Army-Navy game. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be awesome. Cannot wait for that. Charlotte plays in Navy this week. Navy's favored by 17. Texas A&M and Mississippi State should be a blowout. A&M's favored by 16. Give me A&M all day long. LSU and Arkansas, another fantastic game. And then 6:30 Saturday night, Georgia in Austin taking on the number 1 University of Texas Longhorns. Woo! What a day. This is 2 weeks in a row. Texas is, on high alert. They took care of Oklahoma, and we'll see what they can do against number 5 Georgia. Here's my thing about this game. Texas wins this game. They're favored by 5. Georgia's going to put up a fight. Don't get me wrong. But if Texas wins this game handily, they're in the playoffs already. It's done. It's over. The only other really tough game that the Longhorns will have is the last game of the year at Texas A&M, which I'm going to, which will be an absolute blast. But that may be their – if they lose that will be their only loss of the season. They get past this Georgia game, Texas is a lock for the playoffs. So huge weekend for UT and Georgia. Georgia wins that game. They'll knock Texas down. It'll be a lot of fun. But Texas wins. They're in the playoffs. It's over. Iowa State taking on UCF. SMU Stanford. SMU 5-1. 21st in the nation. They are SMU minus 16.5 in that game. You do have a couple of games tonight. I believe there's a couple of games tonight. Let me see. Western Kentucky at Sam Houston. This is a good football game. Guys, if you want some Conference USA action tonight, this is a really good football game. 4-2 Western Kentucky at 5-1 Sam Houston. This is in Huntsville in Texas. It'll be a lot of fun. The other game is Florida International 2-4 versus UTEP 0-6. Give me Florida International minus 6.5 in that one for sure. Guys, if you missed anything, check out the podcast version. I will have it up directly after the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls. We're out of here.